Along a very busy road, this motel was once a popular stop for weary travelers. But in today's evolving society, there's no longer space for mid-century mom and pop's roadside motel. Today, it sits abandoned. This motel had a bit of a reputation. There are numerous reviews from guests that stayed here. Some of the terms they used to describe it were dirty, smelly, bed bugs, rude owner, and even a scary place. The hotel housed a lot of long-term tenants, many of which had mental health and addiction problems, and there was drug paraphernalia left in some of the rooms. Other rooms had signs of parents living with their children, with the kids' toys left behind. All right, welcome back to another video, everyone. We are at another abandoned motel. Now, this motel was kind of like one that's kind of been dying for a while, right? These old mom and pops, motels, hotels, they can't survive these days, right? With the corporations. So the owner was actually doing some renovations in some of the rooms. It looks like there were some long-term tenants, maybe like 2 or 3. And a few months ago, there was a fire. You can see that board behind me there. Behind there is where the fire happened. In the news article, apparently there were people squatting here. This motel had a bit of a reputation, you know, undesirables being here. Let's call them zombies. You know, people with addiction problems, mental health problems, that sort of thing. It's weird because I used to drive by this place on a regular basis. It's a pretty busy road, you know, a lot of cars going through. There's a lot of businesses on the road. And it was never like this, you know, years ago when I used to drive by here. But now it's like everywhere. There's an epidemic of, you know, homelessness and addiction and that sort of thing. So it's really sad to see this sort of thing happen, especially in your former hood, right? So anyway, I think you guys are really gonna enjoy this one. Let's get right into it and check out this static space. Alright, so we have got a really cool abandoned motel here for you today. Now, it's on a very busy road, so unfortunately there's going to be a lot of background noise for pretty much all this video. As you can see, it's partially fenced off here. Now, this motel had a reputation, even before it was abandoned apparently. You know, a lot of less than desirable people took up residence here. They probably had some long-term tenants, that sort of thing. Yeah. So I got to be careful where I walk here. Pretty interesting place though. That is weird because like I used to drive by this area on a regular basis and I don't know, we just didn't have the problems that we do today. There's a real epidemic, a zombie epidemic. And it's really unfortunate. So anyway, we'll talk more about it throughout the video. So first thing I see, I mean, there's like photographs of people. So, you know, obviously people were living here. They kind of had They brought all their stuff with them. That's a cool lamp. You know, they were living here full time. All these photos and stuff. Look at that mattress. It's just filthy. This, oh, I gotta grab my gloves too. Yeah, all right. Gotta be really careful where I walk here. There's lots of broken glass. There's like nails and screws on the ground as well as sticking out of door frames and stuff. All right, there's not much to see in here. It's a little tiny room, so we'll move on. And of course there's other stabby things on the ground that I gotta be careful of. So this would have been your check-in desk. As you can see though, like, look at this. This place has been ransacked. Looks like they did U-Haul rentals as well. All of the room key tags here. There's like invoices and yeah. Oh. That's gross. Gotta wear the gloves. Oh boy. Oh, that looks like it was a kitchen. Not much of it left though. So yeah, this hotel was a little bit run down for sure. I think that door just goes outside to the back, but it's boarded. See, this is what I find weird though, because they've got like, oh, I've got more stuff stuck to my shoes. Like we've got a carriage here, baby carriage, right? Like I don't know if people that were here, living here, had kids or whether this was like a scrapper thing, because obviously you can see the copper thieves have been here. Oh God, that's an animal. Ugh. Parts of it anyway. All right, let's move on. So I showed you this staircase. This goes up to like, I guess the owner's suite, but there's another way up fortunately, because I don't want to try and see photographs everywhere. It's a really old one. Yeah, I really didn't want to try and walk over all that stuff. And of course this. Good thing to have, especially considering what happened. This place really is far gone. So we've got, so my understanding is this place was closed for renovations, and it looks like, you know, they've got some renovation materials here, so they definitely started with that. This is their housekeeping closet, you know, you've got the bedspreads and all that kind of stuff. And I'm guessing the renovation stopped or something, and then squatters kind of took over the building. And then what happened a few months ago, So apparently this place was notorious for, you know, squatters and just illicit things going on. You know, you've already seen a few signs of certain things in here. And then a few months ago, there was a fire, which we'll get to in a few minutes. But yeah, look at this, like family photos and stuff, like it's so sad. But these little motels just can't compete anymore these days. But look at how like busted up this place is. Like this window's completely gone. So I'm assuming this has happened since the fire. Yeah, all the windows are busted out. The wind's just blowing like crazy through the building. Look at the toilet. Like the color and the tub, but yeah. There's a view of that blocked staircase. We won't be going down there. Oh yeah. So, you know, being a typical motel, this is actually a very cool door. So it looks like this place was probably built in the 60s. Maybe the 70s. Very cool railing. So yeah, we'll continue on down here, but as you can see, there's like garbage everywhere, and as soon as I walked on the property, I could smell like the abandonment, right? Some of the rooms are more interesting than others by far. As you can see, yeah, it's a very old motel. Could actually be earlier than the 60s. Judging by that sink, I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think. Like you can see they'd hang blankets up over the windows and stuff. Like these were not good conditions by any means. Yeah, every one of these rooms smells the same. Just like the squatter smell, right? But this is scary, right? Because we've got kids' toys here. So obviously some people did have kids. Just living in these conditions. It's yeah, hand warmers. So right, like there was no heat here or power or anything like that. There's a camera in the corner there. Huh. Oh my gosh. Some of these rooms are just unreal. I don't even want to walk in this one because there's just so much stuff on the ground. I don't really trust it. And look at the scrawlings on the wall too. Some seriously mentally ill people were staying here. Then obviously some of the rooms are pretty empty. Oh, yeah, so this must have been one of the rooms that they were gutting to renovate. Let's take a closer look in here. Yeah. Oh, you can smell the smoke because the fire was just next door, the next unit over. Not sure why. Look at this. You can see right down into the unit below. They were really gutting this one. So maybe they were working around their long-term tenants. Yeah, this is where all the fire was, and I don't know how far down here I want to walk, just because although the fire wasn't that bad, it doesn't look like it's all that stable. But yeah, you can see it spread into this unit. Not exactly sure where it started, but I'm guessing down there at the end because that looks like the worst of it. So we've just got to be careful here not to step on any rotted wood. But I wanted to show you this unit for sure because it has some stuff left in it. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. All sorts of bad stuff in here. People with addictions for sure. I'm not even going to open that fridge. Not a chance. Not a chance. That was their bed. Holy moly. Look at this. Toilet's covered with a garbage bag. Maybe so they don't use it by accident, or maybe that's what they used as the toilet. Okay, I can go here, I think. But not there, not where it's burnt. Okay, so yeah, I don't, like that unit's pretty empty. We're gonna head back and head downstairs to the main floor, see what's going on there. On New Year's Day of 2025, a man was shot outside the motel, and the suspect was wanted for attempted murder. Then only 2 months later, a fire started outside one of the end units on the second floor, and it caused about $450,000 worth of damage. The motel closed, and now it sits forgotten and abandoned. A few weeks prior to the fire, the motel had been taken over by new owners, and some of the rooms were being renovated. The motel was mostly empty at the time of the fire, but there was at least one woman that lived there with her kids. In a Facebook post, she says that her pets had escaped during the commotion, and she was unable to find them. So that's the staircase we originally went up. Just to give you guys an idea of where we are at this location. Holy mackerel. Oh gosh, the smell in here, unreal. I can't even describe, it's like a mix of like animal, abandonment, and deodorizer. It's just awful. But check this out. Yeah, this is someone's like memories from their childhood or like their family members. That's so sad. Baby shower cards, wedding cards. Huh. Unreal. It's so sad. Okay. Let's see if we can get back here safely. At least from up here so you guys get a better view. Looks like a lot of garbage and stuff, so we'll move on. Okay, so another gutted one. So they're probably working around some long-term tenants, right? Now this looks like a pretty standard motel room. You know, you got your 2 beds with the built-in headboard screwed to the wall. Filthy mattresses though, so maybe that's from when the squatter was here. Squatters, I should say. But broken glass everywhere. Oh, here's another unit with stuff in it. Yeah, the smell in these places is just rank. I don't even know what that is. Something about fully cooked, so it's obviously food. Oh gosh. I can't even describe the smell in this one. It's just rot. Kind of looks like this may have been a woman's place. Toilet, I can see from here it's got like it's got some stuff in it. Stuff that usually goes in toilets. But yeah, this is pretty extreme. This is a more rural location, which is why it surprises me, like the condition of the place, and because normally this is the kind of place you'd see in a city. What? This unit actually smells good. It smells fresh and clean. Check out that vintage chair there. This almost looks like a hoarding situation. We've got gloves everywhere, newspapers, all these books and stuff. This person definitely seemed like they were addiction free. If they even lived here, I don't know. Like, this bed's still covered up. Like everything you'd expect to find in a unit. That's probably where the fridge went. That big space there. USA Today from 2018. Yeah, older newspapers. 2023. Yeah, we got like pizza boxes galore in here. Sorry guys, these are tight spaces, so it's hard to give you like a nice overall view. There's your bathroom. And the closet had more newspapers and romance novels, and there's all sorts of old, like, I don't know what these are. Paraphernalia. I don't even know what this is. 1969, like those are old, right? It's what, 50, 55, 56 years old? Look at all these cookie tins too. I wonder if there's anything in these things. Or if they were just saving them. Maybe this was like a storage area for the owners. Plastic bags. Oh yeah, look at all this food here. All sorts of food. Just boxes and boxes of food. Oh, I just saw something, some sort of an insect. Boy, oh boy. More pizza stuff, rice balls from Pizzaville. Look at how old that pizza box is. I don't know, this is weird. I don't know why they were saving all these like pizza boxes and stuff. But yeah, again, all these books and... All right, moving on here. This place is sketchy. Half expecting to run into someone, but I think I would have by now. Jeez. Unreal. Looks like a bar chair there. You know, chair you'd find in like a pub or something at the eating tables. Shopping carts, so, you know, maybe one of the squatters used it to move all their stuff around. Oh gosh, there's a spider web. Ah, it won't focus. Anyway, you'll have to trust me. Put my hand in part of the web, so I don't want him crawling on me. Oh gosh. Well, this is all garbage in here. All right, I don't think I'm gonna walk. Oh, it looks pretty interesting. But look at this, we've got flies and stuff. There's a noise somewhere. Must be the wind. Look at this, we've got I believe that's an expensive bottle of champagne. I think anyway. I think I may have tried it before once. It was actually pretty good. Oh, this unit is just disgusting. It's just full of bugs everywhere. From the garbage. But again, just like kids' toys, right? So sad. High chair. What is that noise? It's creeping me out. Oh, look at this. The floor's like collapsing here. Had a nice little... Sounds like it's coming from inside the fridge. All right, I know I'm gonna regret this, but. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Where's that noise coming from? So odd. But yeah, they've got their nice little, oh, an alligator, guys. Watch out for the crocodile. I know those are two different things, but, oh, I see. It's raw, it's from the water. When they put out the fire and just water that's come in over the course of time since the fire was put out. Like, oh yeah, there's food in there. So I don't know, like there's like hot dogs and like ready to eat meals. So I'm wondering if this place actually had power before the fire. And maybe some of these units that look like they were squatter units were actually just long-term tenants, but unreal. So yeah, here's a look at where the fire was. So yeah, it definitely started around there somewhere. Apparently it happened in the middle of the night too, so that could be very dangerous. And there's the original stairs going up on the outside there. But in one article it said it caused $450,000 damage. In another article it said $50,000 to $100,000. And the cause was unknown, but I mean, you know. What a cool place though. Although a little unnerving, to say the least. All right, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Really hope you enjoyed this location. I just noticed this now. This light fixture, that's a little bit different, eh? Sort of like pyramid shape. Anyway, I thought it was a nice vintage light fixture, but it actually looks more modern. But I thought I'd point it out. Yeah, it's just noisy everywhere here, so no matter what I do, all the audio is gonna have a lot of background car noise. There's not much I can do about that. Maybe I can try and minimize it in post. We'll see what happens. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this one. And also give it a like if you enjoyed it too, because yeah, this was a fun location for me. I enjoy motels, especially ones like this. You know, it had a bit of a shady feel to it, but at the same time, it was relatively safe. So yeah, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, or better yet, watch another video after this one. Especially if you're not a long time watcher. I've got tons of other videos. Maybe I'll put one right up here for you to look at. I've never done this before, pointing at the new video. So yeah, I'll put something up there that you guys might like, maybe another hotel or something like that. Anyway, thanks a lot for all your support. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you all at the next Static Space. My throat's a bit sore now because I'm having to speak really loudly, right? Like to talk over the traffic noise. All right, welcome back to another video, everyone. I've got another amazing location for you here today. Now, this is an abandoned motel. Now, so anyway, I think you guys are really gonna enjoy this one. There's a lot of cool, how's the lighting? Must be pretty loud, the background noise. Space. A few months ago, and now this hotel suffered a fire a few months ago, and now it's sitting abandoned. I don't know. Do that again.